Okay, so I've just adjusted that field and I'm just doing a last calculation there. And so once you've got to this point here, let's have a think about the quality of this plan. So we've said ideally we want to treat a minimum of the PTV with 95% of the dose, and we've said here that this is a 95% isodose and only a small portion of it is actually receiving that dose. So what I want you to do is eyeball it and have a think about what you think the percentage of the PTV is receiving 95% of the dose. So with planning, a lot of the time we can kind of roughly get to where we want to be, but we might want to get some exact figures, and now I want to get some exact figures on the coverage of my PTV. So what we can use is a dose volume histogram. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to click on, right click in this window here, show dose volume histogram, and let's make that bigger. And we can, by ticking the volumes, we can see how much dose each of the structures is receiving. Okay, so I want to see how much of the structure is receiving 95% of the dose. So I've got my dose along here and I've got my ratio of structure up here. So I can right click here, go to crosshairs, and I'm going to go to 95%. So I hold down the left mouse and I can slide up and down this line till I get to 95% ish. And we can see that only 8% of the PTV is getting 95% of the dose, which isn't very good, is it? So that's a pretty low number in anyone's book. So this is a huge limitation of using a single field. So let's have a think about why we use single fields, and then we're going to have a chat about this in the class in terms of why we might use single fields even though we get such a small coverage of dose to the PTV.